Hello, my name is Brett Stegel. I'm here to uh, submit my video as to why I believe that I would be um, a good fit for Top Knot. So I kind of wrote these down. Um, so I believe that there are three kind of key points as to why um, I think I'd be a great fit. So the first one would be work ethic. One of the key, I would say, experiences that I had in regards to work ethic would be um, attributed to my dad. He always taught me to work hard, always to give my best, and it's not because I wanted to have a certain reward. It wasn't so much that I was wanting to get something in return for it. Um, it was more of an intrinsic um, desire. It's that self betterment where every time that you um, put effort in, you know that you're bettering yourself, and that alone is worth it. When I was 14 years old, my dad went to Alaska. He had bought an undeveloped piece of property there, and my brother and I, we had flown up there. We stood in a tent that first summer, and we dug a well, we built an outhouse, a shower house, and out of that first summer we began building the cabin. So it was a lot of work. To be honest, it was miserable at times. We had only a certain amount of clothes. We'd have to hand wash them, and in order for us to dry our clothes, either we would hang them up on a clothesline. Sometimes that wasn't as quick as we wanted it to be, so sometimes we would have to hang our clothes over a fire. And my brother and I, we also began our first job that summer as well as a commercial fisherman. And we'd go out on the boats and we'd fish on 20-foot skip boats, and we'd come back from that and we would be smelling of salmon. It would be a very fishy smell. So having that fishy smell added on top of the smoke of the fire, we kind of always smelled like smoked salmon. It makes for a great memory, a great experience, and any chance that I get, I try to go back up there at least for a little while, just to, um, you know, get away from things for a little while. We go fishing, go hiking. We have a couple of solar panels set up there now, where if you wanted to watch a movie, you could. So it's a nice little retreat away from things. It's a great place to go away and do some self-reflection, and kind of just get an appreciation for nature. It's a very secluded part of the world, and there's a lot of natural beauty there, and it's a great place to go. And I love being there. I try to get back there any way that I can. So the second point that I think that would make me a great fit would be my cooperation. So, like I said, I worked on commercial boats, which are a very team-oriented working environment. And there, it's crucial to be working in a very cohesive process. So, I'd be on a boat with usually 2 or 3 other deckhands. I'd be running the lead line, so that would be the bottom portion of the net. So I would have to pull that up, and then working along the net, the leads, which were about 3 feet in distance from each other, the nets were about 180 feet long. I would be pulling that along, and that would pull the skip boat from one end of the net towards the other. I'd always made sure that the bow was always painted or pointed perpendicularly to the waves, so that we weren't rocking around too much. Um, I've always participated in sports growing up. Huge baseball fan. Football, basketball. Um, those always, um, pointed out the importance of teamwork. Um, in playing a very selfless game, it's more about the team rather than the individual. Um, so I take great pride in working well with others. I want to make sure that those around me are performing at their best, and in order to do that, I prefer to lead by example. I'd rather just make sure that I'm working as hard as I can, and hopefully, and usually from what I've gathered, it's contagious. Other people see that, they appreciate that. They see that you're going to bat for them, and usually they want to return the favor. And then the third thing I would say that would, make me a good team member would be a personality. Um, in a working environment, I just want to get along with people. I want to, be the guy that people can depend on. I want to be the guy where people trust. I just want to be the kind of person that people appreciate having around, and they appreciate, you working with them. I try to be easygoing. I try to be understanding. I've worked out as a cabin counselor, where empathy was, a top priority. That you're making sure that you're looking after the kids, you're looking out for everyone's best interest. So yeah, I'd say that those would be my three main points. And then of course there's working experience. Like I mentioned in my initial email. I've worked outdoors. I love working with my hands. I love traveling as much as I can. I grew up not traveling too much, so working as a cabin counselor, that was in Minnesota. That was a chance for me going as far east as I could go, and that's the farthest I've gone. I'd like to go a little bit further, but yeah, I enjoy working on a craft. I enjoy becoming efficient, learning as you go, asking questions, and yeah, just being an all-around learner. Um, it's seeing tangible results of seeing the work being put in and seeing your progress when you look back. Um, it's very fulfilling. It's very satisfying. And it's something that I wish to continue to do. Seeing the posting on Craigslist, I was really excited. I don't know why, but I didn't really think that there was such thing. But knowing that there's an ability to travel, there's an ability to work with your hands, and then on top of that, there's an ability to work with animals. I love animals. I love dogs. I love cats. Lived on a farm recently. I just love the outdoors and everything that includes that. So, yeah, I would appreciate the opportunity to work with all of you. I would appreciate the opportunity to work outdoors and work with the animals. And I would really appreciate the ability to travel. So yeah, I hope that's enough. I don't want to go on for too long, but I appreciate the opportunity, and yeah, so thank you.